Mike Hammond comes in at 5'7". He weighed in at 145 pounds. This is for the featherweight division, and he will be taking on Jason Ramos. Ramos came in at 5'9" tall and weighed in at 145 pounds. Both of them are new to the game of mixed martial arts. Their first experience here at the Amateur Fight League.
I'm a big wrestling person, you know, high school, nationally ranked wrestler. Good stand-up, you know, I have great boxing coaches. I have a great team, Ed Jackson, Big Dog John, you know, training with them all the time. You know, they're top in the league, so, I mean, I got a lot to prove tonight.
Mike Hammond in the brown tap-out trunks. They square off in the center cage. First blow served up by Ramos. Hammond takes him down, and Ramos has him in what looks like to be an attempt for a guillotine. He might be in trouble. It looks like he has it sunk in pretty good. I don't see if he has his chin tucked in. Ramos is definitely trying to serve him his first loss with that guillotine. We'll see how his conditioning is and what happens here. Hammond still trying to get out of the guillotine that Ramos has served him here. Hammond definitely seems to be in trouble. It's a little harder with an arm in, and there you go. Ramos actually took the arm out and is trying to get a full guillotine. Hammond is hanging in there, doesn't want to tap out. And he slips out of the guillotine. You see Ramos trying to go for the triangle. He has it locked in. Hammond trying to serve up some blows, deterring the attempt for the triangle, but Ramos is not deterred. He sunks that ankle in. You see the leg folding over it, putting that pressure in, and he flips him over. And that is a wonderful display of submission skills. Got that triangle sunk in real nice. He's loosening it up a little more, serving up some blows from the top. Hammond is definitely in trouble. Definitely in trouble. Ramos has him full mounted. Hammond has nowhere to go. You see him squirming, trying to get out of Ramos' triangle attempt there. Ramos unlocks it, keeps that figure four locked in. Ramos is just serving blows. I mean, just keeps hitting them straight. Raining the blows from the top. It's amazing. Hammond has tremendous heart, though. He's hanging in there, refuses to tap out, and it's just insane. Oh, man, Ramos just keeps serving them, keeps serving the blows up. Hammond has nowhere to go. He has to be winded. Wow, Hammond turns it over, but still finds himself in a triangle. It's not a fully sunk triangle, but he still has him in a dominant position. There you go. You see him move that ankle up and sink it in with the arm, trying to tighten that triangle up. He's had him in a triangle attempt for, I don't even know, about 20 minutes now. Excuse me, pardon me. I mean about 3 minutes. And you see Hammond trying to attempt his own triangle, but it was bad positioning. Hammond flipping him over, trying to get the dominant position. And I see that Hammond is bleeding. It seems to be bleeding from the right eyebrow. End of round one, an exciting round, definitely dominated by Ramos, who served up a nice punishing display of blows from the top and a nice display of submission skills with that triangle attempt. And here we go. Ramos again in the fatigue gray and black trunks, and Hammond in the brown tap-out trunks. Ramos shoots in. Hammond is trying to defend. He sees to try to get Ramos in the lock, and he flips him over, ends up on the top. He ends up in Ramos' full guard. Ramos has him locked up. He's holding up his upper body, making sure that he doesn't have the opportunity to posture up and rain down any blows. Hammond is still bleeding from what appears to be a cut over the right eye. Still working. You see Hammond trying to soften up Ramos with some shots to the left ribs. Ramos sweeps and gets him on top. He's fully mounted. Hammond is definitely in trouble. So far from what it appears, Ramos has the superior grappling skills in this event here. Ramos softening him up. You see Hammond trying to hold on to Ramos' body, giving an advantage so Ramos doesn't have the opportunity to rain down. You see Ramos applying pressure with his elbow, trying to get Hammond away from that lock in the body. Looks like Ramos is going to attempt another guillotine, and no, he doesn't go for it. Hammond still holding on to Ramos' body. Keep him close to him so that way he doesn't have the space adequate enough to rain down the blows. And Ramos, you see him working rigorously, trying to posture up. I know he would like to end it here in the second round of our second fight, featherweight division. And they're both working, man. And Ramos postures up real fast, rains down some blows. Hammond wasn't prepared for that, and he locks Ramos' body up, keeps him close to himself again so Ramos doesn't have the adequate space to rain down those blows. It's good technique. Hammond doesn't have anywhere to go right now. What he wants to do is attempt a sweep and end up on top of Ramos. Ramos goes for a triangle side choke, and he has it sunk in real nice. Hammond is in trouble. He is definitely in trouble. That was a wonderful, wonderful submission move. The transition from full mount to side control was just smooth transition. Hammond is a tough cookie, though. He is hanging in there. I mean, he's been getting elbows, he's getting several submission attempts, and he still hangs in there, refuses to tap. And that's the end of round 2, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful display by these guys. Hammond is just taking a beating and still standing while Ramos is gathering himself, trying to get his wind back because he exerted a lot of energy. Round 3, here we go. They square off in the center cage. Ramos takes a few stiff jabs. Hammond looking through. Looks like he's trying to kick, waiting for that position, trying to feel Ramos out. Ramos gets a nice kick on the inside. Oh, nice kick by Hammond. He gets a nice blow, and Hammond is in trouble. Hammond is in trouble, and Al Cooley steps in to stop the fight. Ramos has won. Definitely victorious here at the Amateur Fight League's Fight to the Finish. And again, a great show of class by both fighters. They meet up in the center cage and exchange mutual agreements here. Mutual respect for each other.
We have a winner in this featherweight bout. Fighting out of the red corner. The fight was won by referee stoppage due to strikes. Jason Ramos. Jason, you really poured it on in that last round. You want to tell me about the fight?
Really, I had to watch it to tell you about it, but I trained hard. I was training for 3 5-minute rounds, so I knew that I could pretty much come in here and go 100% for 3 minutes, and I came down a good bit of pounds for this, so I'm bigger than most of the people in my weight class, got more size and advantage, reach, so I'm ready to go.
That was a great fight, exciting fight. Thank you very much, and congratulations.